All right, Miles. So this kind of is going to go over what I have, what I use, how I do it to play Hunter. First off, you'll notice that my shit doesn't look like the normal shit. And that's because I'm using an add-on called Elvui. And I'll send you a link to this, or I'll link it in the description, whatever. Elvui basically reskins everything and allows me to just kind of move things. Like I can move my player buffs or my player frame, cast bar, target frame. I can move anything. Not only can I move anything, I can create profiles like, let's say I'm a damage dealer, but I also have the ability to heal. And let's say as a damage dealer, my party is over here, which it is, and my raid's over here, but as a healer I want it like right here, or I want my party right here. I can create a profile for both. And then I could use it on a healer or a DPS or whatever. I can even share it, because I'm nice like that. You'll see this thing in the middle here, and you'll notice here when I go attack, let's see here, that bear. Let's send my cat out. You'll notice that, look at that, I got a little serpent sting there, and it counts down, and it says, hey, you've got all this fun stuff. That's my shot timer, my auto shot. And then I've got a swing timer, I've got a little mana thing, and this is the energy bar of my cat. That is called a weak aura. That's another add-on. And again, it's kind of the same principle. People can build things with it. They can do cool things with it. I've got one that tells me like, hey, you don't have a pet. So let's dismiss my pet. Hey, dumbass, you don't have a pet out. Or if I turn my aspect off, hey, dumbass, you don't have an aspect on. Kind of cool things like that. Weak auras, again, I'll link that. This is a weak aura down here, and I don't know if you can zoom in or if I can zoom in, but it's basically, it keeps track of my pet's happiness. Not only my pet's happiness, but how much damage it does. So if you look in your little pet thing here, you can look at your character info and it has pet. You can see that it's a level 29 cat. He's almost level 30. Loyalty level 6, best friend. That's the highest you go. He eats meat and fish and blah blah blah. And you want to keep him happy. He's happy right now. Happy as fuck. When they get low on their loyalty, they will abandon you and run away. And it tells me like if he were to die or something, he gets upset, and then I just feed him. When it comes to like bars and skills and stuff, I've got my pet bar and his pet abilities here. And you can see that the only one that's actually active is Growl. And that's the taunt. You can hit your spell book and see all of your pet abilities. Not only that, but you can, and this happens with Elvui, you can see I've got buttons here on these bars, but I've also got some buttons over here. These guys right here. I've got all my skills, like my professions and stuff over here. I've got extra stuff, like I've got a macro that says you should follow me. So I can call my pet back, things like that. I've also got one for cower, which is causing no damage but lowering your threat, making the enemy less likely to attack you. So if I need to pull off my pet, I can make him cower, and he'll do that. But then again, we've got talent points for our beasts, whatever, all this fun stuff, all this cool things. When it comes to fighting, so all of my stuff is keybound, and it's a weird keybind, I gotta be honest, but it's all keybound here, and I use my mouse wheel to scroll up and down. Boom, up, and I've got more keybinds. Down, and I'm back to the first page. Scroll up, page 2, scroll down, page 1. These are all keybound as well. These are aspects, other random things, food and whatnot. But let's say we're going to attack that bear. So 3 for me, I've got 2. I've got 1 macro and 1 normal. If I want to just mark it, I just scroll up, page 2, and we can mark it. if I want to mark it and sick mesothelioma, which is the name of my cat, mesothelioma, it's a rare disease. I don't know what it does, but I think it's a fun name. I want to sick mesothelioma on the animal or the thing, as well as attack it. I just hit scroll up and 3, or down and 3. Boom, there he goes. And you're going to see that his energy moves right away, and that's because he taunts automatically. I'm going to throw a serpent sting out there. But you'll see he taunts. He taunts on command. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. Just taunts. But you notice he didn't claw. That's his ability. So if I click on, like look at his bar. Ready? Here he goes. Right here. We'll toss him out there. He taunts. Look at his bar. His energy never drops. It goes to here and then to here. Here and then to here. And it's every 5 seconds. Because that's what he does with taunt. But if I were to turn on claw and make it automatic cast, send him out and attack this bear out here, toss that out there, he taunts and then dumps his energy every single time he can. Like the moment he's got energy to claw, he can. Notice how he can't taunt and the mob starts attacking me, right? So what I have, Serpent Sting, I've got my Raptor Strike, which is our melee, and then I've got Claw on my bar. So I claw for him. I've got Auto Shot, Multi-Shot, Arcane Shot, Concussive Shot. I've got a bunch, like I've got Growl, Pet Growl here if I need to, if I need to do it. So if I'm in dungeons, I turn off. I right click, boom, turn that thing off. And then if I need to taunt, I can taunt whenever I can or whenever I need to. My cooldown, rapid fire, and then I've got some dynamite that I throw because I'm an engineer. And then scroll up and we've got pet stuff, we've got traps, we've got wing clip, men pet, all feign death is here. We got distracting shot, which is a taunt for the hunter, and scorpion sting if I need to pull and not dodge something. But this is how it would work. This is how it works when I engage animals or mobs. I toss him out there. He goes attacks. I wait, and as he hits, boom, I hit my key. Now he's got enough energy. Look at that. We're going to spend some energy here. Ooh, we got more energy down there. Now he's going to build up energy slowly, and I can hit it again, and it'll claw for me. We can do that with claw. We can do that with bite. You can do that with any abilities. We just type \macro, and then we can go and create our macros here. You can see I've got one for Arcane Shot, I've got one for Auto Shot, I've got Claw, I've got Cower. These are both pet abilities. I've got Pet Stay, which doesn't work. Pet Move To, which is, check this out. It should work. It gives me the targeted receptacle here, but if I click, he doesn't move. In retail, they will move, so you could pull a mob right here, and I could say move over here, and he would move over here and then continue DPSing. It's a very useful one. I've got Pet Growl and Pet Follow. These are all on command, and so I can kind of control him while I DPS. Oh yeah, and this is another little weak aura, and it keeps track of my ammo. So right now I've got 2,100 arrows in my bags. Right? Keeps track of all that stuff for me. I will link Elvui and I will link weak auras at the bottom of this. I'm going to try to post it on YouTube and send it to you. Other than that, let's see some random stuff. Make sure that you are spending not only your talent points. I have 19 in Beastmaster and 3 in Marksmanship just to reduce the mana cost of my stuff. But I'm going to dump more into this. And there, you can research it and be like, what should I do? But not only should you be doing your talent points, but you should be doing your pets stuff too. So he has to hit 30, And then he gets more stamina, more growl, more natural armor. He can't learn charge because he's a cat. If he was a boar, he could. Make sure you do that. Oh, when you feed your animals, so let's say he was unhappy or content or one step lower, there's 3 levels. I would feed him 1 time. And then notice how he has a buff here that said feed pet effect. I would wait until that buff goes away. And then I would feed him again to increase his happiness. So when we tame an animal for the first time, they're super unhappy. And I was hammering food into them. And I found out all you need to do is basically feed them 3 times instead of 20 like I was doing. Let's see here. I think that's about all you asked about. I'll check here. Hold on.